Hello guys, welcome to the channel Ads with Lavneek. So this is the part 3 of the video series how to generate quality leads for your real estate clients. So in this I'm revealing the exact methods and strategies that I have used to generate 5,100 quality leads at an ad spend of 3,12,586 with a cost per lead of just 61.29 rupees. So this is the one of the client, and if I show you the other client result, so this month if you can see the ad spend is 31,319 at and I have generated 551 quality leads for this client at a cost per lead of just 56.84. So if you haven't watched part 1 and part 2 where we have discussed the campaign objective, buying type, bidding strategy, and the audiences that we will be using to generate the quality leads for the real estate client, I would request you to please check those part 1 and part 2 before watching the part 3. So now let's go to the part 3 and discuss how we can create a lead gen form that will only attract quality leads for our clients. So firstly, while you create the lead gen form, under the form type, I want you to select only the higher intent options, because if you select more volume, then the quality of leads won't be that much great. That's why I would always recommend you to go with the higher intent audience, as it also adds a review step that gives people a chance to confirm their info. Also, there is this new feature, I hope you are aware of that you can now OTP, you can do the OTP verification as well, right? So if this option is accessible to you, is enabled for your account, as you can see, it is not for mine as there was no campaign in this account. So if the OTP verification option is available for you, I would recommend you to use it, and please do not ignore this, and this will be very helpful for you. Now, flexible for form delivery, you have to keep this turned off. Why is that? Because as it says, it allows Meta to adjust or remove form elements based on what people are most likely to respond to. So what it can do is it can maybe remove one or two questions from the form or a review screen. So it can do these changes which we have added to increase the quality of our leads. So we don't want Meta to remove any of that, so we will keep this turned off. Now we will go to the next section, where there is a section for to add the greeting. So greeting, I want to add you in such a way where firstly you will mention what the product is. So let's say if we are marketing a commercial property, so what I have mentioned over here is best investment opportunity, which is my first headline if you see over here. Then by ads with Lavneek, I mean you can mention the builder name over here instead of ads with Lavneek, basically the brand name. And you can mention the location. So where is the location, right? So if you are marketing a 2 BHK or 3 BHK flat, you can mention something like luxury 2 BHK 3 BHK flats by any builder name that you are working for, and the location, where is it situated. Okay, so these three things are very important in the lead gen form when you are creating the key headline. Now in the description, instead of going with the paragraph, I want you to use the list option, because in paragraph the content becomes clutters and it is not very easily readable. So under the list section, if it is a commercial property, you can just mention commercial property is usually for the investment purpose, that people buy commercial property for the investment, right? So what you can do is you can instead of mentioning price starts from or anything like that, you can mention investment starts from. So it becomes an investment opportunity rather than something that they are buying, right? So it also affects a lot, right? So you can just mention investment start from whatever the price is. I have just mentioned 50 lakhs for randomly I have mentioned 50 lakhs. And then in the next listing option, what you can mention is you can mention the expected return. So I have mentioned rupees 50,000 monthly return guarantee. You can mention whatever the return is, or if there is not return guarantee, in such cases what you can do is you can mention like 20,000 rental income. Okay, so you are not promising anything, but you are saying, okay, if you buy this property and you rent this property, then you will get a monthly payment of rupees 20,000. Okay. And if it is a residential property, then in the list section you can mention about the amenities and all these things that the property offers. Okay, now we will move, but the structure you have to keep it like that only, because it is easy to read and it looks good as well. Let's say if I have just mentioned it like this, if I mentioned it like, okay, so even now it is looking good. But even if I mentioned something random like so without even perfect breaks or anything, so it won't look good. So you have to keep this in a well defined structure, so that's why it is easier to read and easier to understand in a few seconds of seeing the greeting. Okay, now we will click on the next button. Here we will add one or two multiple choice question. So we can add first question as when you are available to visit. Okay, we can mention when you are available for a site visit, and under the option we can mention like this week, after this month, or month and or next month. And the second question that you can add for your lead gen form is the best timing to connect with you. So these two questions are very important when you are generating leads for your real estate clients, because this gives you an clarity about when should the person be contacted from the second question, and from the when you are available for a site visit. If the person is available for the site visit in next week or next to next week, then you know that this person has to be connected as soon as possible, so you will prioritize that lead. Okay, so these two questions are very important and you can add it. And also ignore adding so many questions. I have seen people adding so many questions just to improve the quality. But if you are following the same thing that I have told you from the part one, then you don't need to add multiple questions. The two multiple choice questions are enough, and that too what I have mentioned. First one is when you are available for a site visit, and second one will be best time to contact you. Now these two questions you can add. Now here in the description you can just mention, please fill the form below, our property advisors are ready to help you. Other than mentioning our sales team or anything like that, don't mention such things. Instead mention property advisor to are ready to help you. It gives this messaging that someone on the other end is genuinely wanna help you and he is an expert at that, rather than mentioning our sales team or such things, because the messaging it indicates that there is a sales team sitting behind the lead gen form, and they will just focus on selling you something. So you have to be very careful about the words that you are using. In the information setting, you can just mention full name, email, phone number, and city, and just make sure this optional checkbox is not ticked. You have to keep these unticked, because this is the crucial information that you would need: full name, email, phone number, and city. And also do not add other fields here as well. Just don't make it too complicated for someone to fill it. Now we will go to the next. Here you can just mention your privacy policy link, and this is the text that I have mentioned, privacy policy. You can change this accordingly, no issues with that. Now we will go to the last section of the form, which is the headline and the description. So in the headline we will just mention thanks for connecting, and in the description you can mention our property expert will call you shortly, site visits are filling fast, so keep your phone handy. So it will also keep build some urgency. Now what I have seen people doing is, once they once someone click on the and slide of the form, what they do is they just click on this go to website thing toggled on, and they just enter a website URL under the website URL section. Instead, what I want you to do is, you should always have to select the call business option, and here you can add your number, and then call to action should be speak to our property expert now. Now if someone will be really interested and in a hurry to make a contact or reach out to you, then they won't wait for you to get back to you. They will call you directly from the CTA that we have added over here, which is speak to our property expert now. Okay, and then you can nurture them later in the later stage of funnel. So this is the part 3 of the video series, how to generate real estate leads for your real estate clients. If you follow all these methods and strategies that I'm sharing with you, you will surely get better results for your real estate clients. So this is it for the video, guys. I will see you in the next one.